Hey everyone, welcome to Showcase 5 Video 3, the results. 23 of you entered and we have flagged this, also entered a ghost flag. So before we show you the results, we're going to reveal the ghost flag. We asked you guys to guess which flag was ours, and Joel, also known as 43 Cubes, correctly guessed our entry. Our entry was number 7. Also the rankings will include the unofficial flag of Benelux, so we'll see how all of our flags compared to this one. So here are the results of Showcase 5. In 23rd place, we have entry 22 by Mansfan with an average score of 2.78. Next up is entry 20 by Phoenix with a score of 3.11. Next is entry 18 by Benji with a score of 4.07. In 28th place is entry 24 by Lemoniz with a score of 4.11. Next is the unofficial flag of Benelux, which would have finished in 20th place with a score of 4.19. So congratulations to all the upcoming flags which beat this one. In 19th place, we have entry 12 by Cairns with a score of 4.33. Next is entry 1 by Xander Dorn with a score of 4.59. Next up is entry 11 by Ailes Panda, which scored 4.63. Next we have entry 4 by Hugh Mongoose with a score of 4.74. In 15th is entry 5 by Gabe with a score of 4.96. Next up is entry 19 by Azuchi Guardian with a score of 5.07. Next we have entry 23 by the Fran25, which scored 5.11. Next is entry 14 by Angel with a score of 5.26. Next is entry 13 by Sanford with a score of 5.37. And now for the top 10. In 10th place we have entry 9 by Pink Lemonades 1326 with a score of 5.41. In 9th place is entry 16 by Revan with a score of 5.63. In 8th place is entry 17 by Kyler the Ocean Dominator with a score of 5.96. We have a three-way tie for 5th place beginning with entry 15 by Hakusei with an even score of 6.00. Next is entry 10 by Lolo, also with a score of 6. And also in joint 5th is entry 3 by Mr. Boom with a score of 6. In 4th place is entry 2 by Mystery Guy with a score of 6.11. Next we have the Flag This Ghost Flag, which would have finished in 4th place with a score of 6.15. So congratulations to the top 3 for beating our flag. In 3rd place is entry 6 by Yakusha with a score of 6.22. In 2nd place we have entry 21 by Joel with a score of 6.31. And the winner of Showcase 5 is entry 8 by Hamas with a score of 6.52. Congratulations to Hamas, and in a few moments we're going to be reviewing the flag. But first we want to give a couple of shoutouts to some of the other entries. First is entry 17 by Kyler the Ocean Dominator. This is a really great design and, like many entries, uses the colours of the national flags. The use of the triangles at the heist works really well, and the flag has good colour contrast. Entry 13 by Sanford uses the national flags to great effect here. The Belgian tricolour is close to vertical and the Dutch and Luxembourg colours are close to horizontal, thus looking a lot like the respective national flags. In our opinion, this flag would be better without the coat of arms, which looks a little out of place on top of the stripes. And finally, entry 1 by Xander Dorn is one of the most unusual flag designs we've ever seen, using a transparent material for the flag's field. We're not sure if this would work very well, but we definitely appreciate the original thinking behind this. So now on to the review of the winning flag. We're going to be using our 5 principles scoring system, but also we'll be giving it a personal review. So let's begin with the 5 principles and simplicity. Overall, this is a pretty simple design, though lining up all the yellow rectangles is not all that easy. 8.5 out of 10. The flag is split into 3 segments, which represent how the Benelux Union is composed of 3 sovereign nations. The central blue band strewn with yellow rectangles represents 2 things. It could be a stripped back version of the coat of arms of the Netherlands, thus representing Dutch culture and heritage within the Union. It could be a simplification of the historical coat of arms of France, thus representing French culture and heritage within the Union. The yellow rectangles may also be interpreted as golden bars, and so it may symbolize the profitability and economic benefits of the Union. The white symbolizes peace, stability, and amicability, and the wavy line division is a nod to their very low altitude, a geographical characteristic that all countries within Benelux share. Furthermore, the overall colour palette is distinct from the national flags of the Netherlands, Belgium and Luxembourg, as not to show favoritism towards any of the nations, and so that it would not get lost when flown alongside the national flags during official meetings. 10 out of 10. The flag has 3 colours, all of which are part of the standard set. The flag has good colour contrast throughout, 10 out of 10. The flag has no lettering, seals or coat of arms, 10 out of 10. The flag is also distinctive, 10 out of 10. So calculating the numbers, we have a total overall score of 9.7 out of 10. Now for a personal review. As well as being a fan of flags, Hamas also has a keen interest in heraldry, and for this design there was a huge heraldic vibe going on. But rather than using highly detailed imagery, as is seen on many coat of arms, he kept it relatively simple. The result is an elegant flag with a traditional feel, and in our opinion would be a highly worthy symbol of the Benelux nations. So taking everything into account, we're going to give this flag a perfect score of 10 out of 10. Congratulations once more to Hamas, and coming up soon we will have Showcase 6, but before that we will have the updated championship leaderboard, which should be published within the next few days. So until then, see you all later.